Yes, so we have come to the end of the summer school. I'm so excited. I am filled with different feelings. I sat down and I was thinking and praying and meditating on how I was thinking about this idea for a long time, for a very long time. I mean, like for a very long time, since like 2016, thereabout. And I've had different initiatives. So it wasn't first African Links. If you are like Daniel, I don't know whether Daniel is on this call. If you were first on Linguistics Island group, I started it as a question and answer WhatsApp group. If you will remember, it was in 2014. I created a WhatsApp group. I called it question and answering WhatsApp group because I was really eager. I was just done with my 100 level. I have read most linguistics book that I know, the one given to me by Dr. Akimbo. So I've read everything. I was like, let us begin to ask and answer question. So I was naive then, right? For doing that, but I learned as I was doing these things. So then I moved from question and answering, I moved to linguistics talk or something like that. If you still find the WhatsApp group like that, you would see I created that. I changed that to linguistics talk. After a while, I call it linguistics circle. That existed for a long time. Then I was trying to brand it. People were talking to me about it, including Derry. And then I thought of Linguistics Highland. I thought of giving it a name. I talked to some people and then I just came up with Linguistics Highland. That was it. So then I was able to do Africa Computational Linguistics Summer School. Hopefully, we would move these to not just online, but something in person. So first, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank people that did not let their subscription to stop them. I want to thank people that did not that remain motivated, because it's one thing to start something, it's another thing to complete it. So it's a lot of effort, even from my end, from traveling around to changing position, to changing locations, to moving around different countries and different cities and ensuring that we have this summer school. For people that I mean, subscription in Nigeria is expensive. I know, I'm aware, and you are still able to make it a point of need. Like you didn't see me, for example, or you didn't see the organizers. Most of the people that join here are like my parents. They are much more than my parents. They are my teachers. I mean, literally, they are people that are bigger, more knowledgeable, more experienced than me, but still like find it useful to come and join to come and join this particular boy who is organizing something around, who didn't think like, okay, what are they actually going to say, like what is it all about, who like believe that there is something valuable in what this guy is trying to do. That's a huge support I got from people that I never thought would actually come. I've got a lot of talks. I've got a I've got a lot of chat. I've got a lot of links, a lot of talks. People are reaching out to me already. I hope this particular collaborations people are seeking brings something fruitful for the community. So I want to thank the organizers. So the media, superb work, the secretary, the sessioners. You can see Sir Ad, Dr. Bass, everybody. I cherish everyone for hopping on the game. There is somebody that is part of the organizer that is not here. His name is Winner. Is my best friend who designed. We masterminded the whole designing of the website, and I want to thank him for doing a lot of work. He is just so great. So the believers in the room, thank you for believing and at least for trusting that I have something like one, two things. There is one thing to be loved, there's one thing to be sacrificial. So you did not just love what this come to do, you actually make sacrifice to be here. It's not easy. I not taking that for granted. In fact, I want to thank the instructors before I go into this. I want to thank Daniel. He must have put a lot of work in that. I want to thank Dr. Ibikunle. I want to thank Derry. I want to thank Hadas for coming. I want to thank Dr. Akimbo. I want to thank Jacob who took this Python. I want to thank Tyler for taking the SQL class. I want to thank Nathaniel who took data set development and model evaluation. I want to thank Anton who took the LaTeX for linguists. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming around. So now I would just give us like a tip on how I have structured the class because they are scattered. My intention was to actually pipe it in a way that it's easier for people to follow. But as you see, it's not easy to manage things like this. So I would want you to take the syntax and the phonology first, understand the basics. If you're not a linguist, just understand the basis of what Daniel is saying, understand the basis of what Dr. Ibikunle is saying. Then watch the, I don't know what Ngozi is. You are writing on the board. I don't know whether you could stop that. Thank you. I want to take the linguistic data for machines, the one I taught on how to develop. So if you have taken syntax and phonology class and you use data there, that is the place I was trying to explain how you can convert that into machine. Then take the Python classes, learn how to build your data using your Python skills into a SQL using SQL tutorial. Then understand the basis of machine learning. I think I went into the basis as much as I could. And then learn the dataset development talk and see the model evaluation talk. On top of that, we have some talks that are not available for people to watch. You see, when I prepared this slide, I thought the in-gathering is not going to hold. But fortunately for me, as I was moving, I saw his talk. I would quickly add a chat. I was like, yeah, you can still jump in if you really do want to jump in. I would really appreciate that. And as you can see, it was a very fabulous session. So we have the in-gathering, and I will provide a recording. But the letters for linguists and the coterie would remain hidden. Coterie means an internal discussion. In-gathering means an internal discussion, but you can share what has been discussed. Those are the concepts I have developed given the situation I faced while organizing the summer school. But I think they are interesting if you agree with me. But this is the systematic way I would advise people to watch the tutorial. So now, how do I get started? So now, we have seen all these things. My initial idea, and it's still there, is to connect with the person Derry mentioned. So here was where I wanted to just bring him to give us the dry run of how he selects people. Then we sign an MOU with him and see how much of anybody that's gained valuable experience would get the opportunity to move. But fingers crossed, that would happen hopefully in the next summer school. All right, so I converted that idea into talking about projects. So what are the sample projects we could work on? I've been talking to Tassi about melt data. So melt data is like you remember he's talking about emotions. Yes, there are different works now on emotions, cognitive states. It's the melt data. You can search it online. I would really appreciate if anybody is interested to join me. I found Tassi. I found Ineoma. I don't know why she's on this call, who is readily interested in this project. So after the summer school, we kickstart it immediately. Conversational AI data. That's what is conversational AI? Agentic AI. So how do you provide a data set? How do you design a data set for it in your own language? If you speak Hausa, you speak Igbo, to Swahili, whatever language you speak, you'll be thinking about conversational AI because that is the feature of this LLM. Now, question and answering data. So question and answering data is very useful. For example, if you have a smart home and you want to instruct it to do something, you would ask it questions, give you answer. You ask this question. If you have used Shazam, I don't know that you know Shazam application where you can give it a song. It's actually a question and answering system where, okay, you are hearing a signal. Can you tell me the answer? So, very interesting. It goes from speech to text. You should be thinking about this kind of data. This is the way we can learn how to contribute, how we can get started. Typological data, for example, vowel harmony. I think Dr. Nkechi, I don't know whether she's on this call. She did something on typology of vowel harmony in some science in her PhD work. That's the kind of thing we can build a data set for. What are the typology we found about vowel harmony? If you read Casali's, is it Casali or I don't know, his work, a lot of Clement's work, they've shown that there's a typology. You see, when Derry was talking about the typological instances of emotions, so there's a typology. If we understand the typology, at least to some extent, we can build a more an intelligent system where they can they have we can train them on the typology and they can make a lot more prediction. Of course, that could lead to a lot of generalization, but to some extent, it can actually help us. So there is FrameNet and WordNet. So FrameNet is take it as let me take it as things are occurring in a frame. What sense? If you take a basic understand, if you take a basic class in semantics, lexical semantics, you know that there are words, for example, there is a hierarchical relationship between words. Animal is connected to goat and cow, they are connected to animal. This network of connection has existed for a long time in English. WordNet in the same way, the WordNet is network of words. So how do these words are a network? This is how we know a lot of things about language. I think there's somebody here that is doing something like that. I don't know, is it Tan? I can't remember the person's name, but the person has asked it when I asked the person, Tanya, I think. I asked them like, okay, do you know FrameNet and WordNet? And they said yes. So yeah, we should build like a sense, what sense, for example, for African languages. So there is instruction tuning learning or in-context learning. So instruction tuning learning is how prompt engineering work. I have sent a lot of material on the Linguistics Island on how to do prompt engineering. I sent a very basic book that was published this year on introduction to LLM, large language model, specifically how to do the chapter 2 is on prompt engineering. I might share it after this talk so that you can go over it if you're interested. So instruction is I'm fine-tuning this model by instructing it to do something. All right. So I can say, okay, look at this text. It's about somebody that is happy. Can you construct a text of 6 sentences or 6 paragraphs about how to learn a language? And let me just give you one insight to that. If you are documenting a language, one of the processes of language documentation is that you want to elicit stories, storyboards. You want to elicit those stories. I have used LLM in my work. I'm still writing this up. I have used LLM in my work in such a way that if I am on the field, I can tell it, okay, I am in Kano, in Nigeria. Can you give me a storyboard about how they do marriage in Kano? Now, mind you, I am not documenting Hausa. I'm just documenting maybe a language in Kano, for example. Well, I'm in Tarab. I'm in Kenya, and I know in Kenya, I want to document like a Maasai culture. I'm in South Africa. I want to document something in Zulu, but I don't know the context. I can use LLM in that sense to collaborate and say, okay, I am in South Africa. I want to elicit this. For example, Brad Price and Lobolo. If you are familiar with the marriage system in South Africa, what we call Brad Price or like loads of ladies is usually Lobolo. Of course, it has it's different in some sense, but you would know if you use LLM that it's Lobolo and you can transfer your knowledge across this system. That is how you can use instruction tuning, not only for machine learning, but also in language documentation. So looking forward, so what is the future holding? Well, I don't know, I'm not God, so only God keeps and hold the future. But in my own myopia thinking, I would just give this 3 things. I want future planning. I'm planning African Computational Linguistics as from after the end of this. I'm looking for location and host where we can host it. Please don't tell me Nigeria. Africa is my focus. I'm looking for, if you know, I kind of network myself to get locations to host this in person. I'm looking to connect to more companies. If you know companies that could be interested in sponsoring this kind of initiative, I'll be happy to connect with them. I'm interested in companies that will be interested in hiring linguists. If you know anyone around, please point them to me. Of course, I am hoping that we create internship and partnership opportunities so much that after you come to the summer school, it's not just going to be a waste. You are done, we throw you into an internship program, and I mean it. That's the dream. That's one of the dreams. So that even if you finish from University of KwaZulu, or you finish from University of Egypt, or you finish from University of Rwanda, or you finish from University of Nigeria on Soka, anywhere you finish from, we judge you by your skill set and of course the plus side of your degree. So that is how looking forward. I'm looking forward to host this in person from next year, hopefully. And otherwise, we would I don't know who committed themselves. All right, so I am hoping to host this in person. Um, so if that happen, give me if you know who and who can help, I'll be very happy to collaborate to talk to them. For some reasons, I would prefer other countries than Nigeria. Thank you so very much for coming around. Um, do we have questions or suggestions before we call it a day? Questions? Questions?
Well, mine is not a question.
Yeah.
It's just some few remarks.
Okay.
Can I go on?
Yes, you can go on.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm very happy. I'm so excited about this summer school because uh, as it has been very, very, I don't know how to even put it. It is something that I was looking forward to, and here we are now. We have a lot of people that attended. We learned a lot, and so as we come to the end of the first ever Africa Computational Linguistics Summer School, my heart is filled with gratitude. This gathering has been more than just an academic program. It has been a testament to the power of collaboration, knowledge sharing, and community. Uh, so I want to acknowledge the vision and dedication of our convener, Samuel Olariwaju, whose tireless effort made this pioneering initiative a reality. Your leadership has laid the foundation for something truly, truly historic in the field of African language technology. To our instructors, I extend my deepest appreciation. Their commitment, patience, and expertise have not only enriched our knowledge, but also inspired us. And to our support team, they have really done a wonderful job in trying to see the success of this summer school. And finally, to my fellow attendees, your participation, curiosity, and enthusiasm have made this summer school a success. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you so very much for that talk. I was about asking the organizers if anybody has one or two things to say, but I think Sahad has written a lot of poem for this, which is very interesting to see. Let me quickly just chip in. Your certificate is being prepared. We are working on it. The media team is working on it. We are working on it together. I must say I've delayed it to that point because of some issues. I've been the one to be blamed, but I'm sure the Akinlolu and Blessing and some other guys are working behind the scene to get your certificate across. So we will do that. And then so just to seek your help, we would be sharing a survey to get a sense of like a feedback on how this summer school has been helpful to you. Whatever, like what feedback you want to give. So we can publish that on our website, what people are saying and how that has been helpful to you. We'll send that in the WhatsApp chat. I believe everybody on this call is on the WhatsApp chat. I want to believe. So I trust everybody is there. So yeah, we would send that so um you can fill the form. So I don't know if anybody from the organizing team have one or two things more to say. Uh, all right. I've not seen anybody coming up, but I think there are some messages going on in the chat. Thank you, African Plains Link team. Thank you, everybody. Fantastic, inspiring. Thank you for not giving up. Yes. Thank you. I pray for result 2 years. This summer school is one of a kind. It is mind blowing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Your sacrifice is really appreciated. Thank you for being a great ambassador. Thank you, Ma. Thank you. I'm grateful. This is my first summer school. It is quite intriguing and great, especially for Ruby Minds together as practicing linguists. Kudos to the organizers. Thank you, Sam. Keep it up. We'll be with you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we came, we saw, we conquered. Thank you. I think the suggestion thing can come in form of a survey where people can have more stuff to write. Yes, Dr. Bassi, we are thinking alike. Exactly. I would prepare the feedback form. I mean, I will finalize it and I'll send it over. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Certificate, I mentioned that. Thank you. Does not seem to be enough. Eshim or Jogma, I believe. Thank you so much, Ma. Thanks to everyone, Sam and the organizers. Thank you. Thank you very much. The team, Sam, the Business Island team, truly insightful, great takeaways. Feeling grateful prayers. Thank you, Sam. Emele. I meet. I don't know, maker, I don't know. I mean, I don't speak the language. Thank you so much, Libby's Island, for this wonderful interview. Thank you. Thanks for sharing knowledge and opportunity. Thanks so much for this awesome opportunity. Any dope way, I don't know what that is, but I'm loving the languages coming around. Thank you super much. Thanks so much, Sam, for keep following your dream. God blessing upon you, upon everyone. Thank you. God bless you. Dime. Thank you. Violent Dark, that's Dutch, I want to guess. Chukwu Gozie Gi Mazi. I'm not Mazi. Again, Vuyo Kewe. That's Uwobo. And made it free for all of us. Yes, 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 we made it free for everyone and paying from our pockets. All right, thank you so very much. I'm going to stop recording now and we can chat afterwards.